Welcome to the debate. Our focus today is on the crucial decisions facing modern businesses when they participate in the global trade show circuit.
And we all know the statistics. I mean, something like over 80% of American companies are at these events every year, all trying desperately to stand out from some really fierce competition.
Exactly. And the core difficulty here is this. The whole landscape of professional exhibition stand services, it's evolved. It's way beyond just, simple booth construction now. It's a high-stakes, very sophisticated industry.
Right. So the question for us today isn't really if these services are valuable. I think we can agree they're indispensable, but it's about where that primary benefit, where it truly lies.
That's the heart of it. Is the greatest competitive advantage derived from the capacity for, let's say, strategic brand enhancement and visibility, creating a unique story?
Oris, is the essential value actually found in their utility as pragmatic operational solutions? The logistical efficiency that makes the whole thing possible in the first place. That's the fundamental tension we're going to explore.
And I'll be arguing that the competitive edge, the thing that genuinely alters market perception and drives those high-value leads, is the strategic creation of immersive brand experiences. For me, these services are ultimately a marketing tool, not a construction management service.
And I'm going to take the position that while sure, sophisticated aesthetics are attractive, the most indispensable and frankly foundational value that's delivered by these services is the minimization of risk and the maximization of investment through just really sophisticated logistical and financial management. The value is operational streamlining. It's financial predictability, first and foremost.
So, look, for me, the core position is really about how these services transform a basic physical footprint into a dynamic brand storytelling platform. It's about achieving what we call maximum brand storytelling potential. This is a fusion of innovative design, technical expertise, and a really deep understanding of human psychology that just moves so far past simple construction. The proof, the evidence of that transformative value lies in measurable increases in audience engagement and perception.
And we see this value realized through several integrated mechanisms. First, there's visual identity reinforcement, ensuring strategic logo placement, cohesive design, consistent color palettes, all to create that instant brand recognition. But the real game changer is technological integration. I'm talking about leveraging advanced digital interfaces, high-fidelity, augmented reality demonstrations, and real-time data visualization tools. These elements combine to create those coveted, multi-sensory brand experiences that an attendee actually remembers long after the show floor closes. When visibility is the goal, nothing less than a custom design stand is going to cut it. These are the pinnacle, offering fully personalized architectural concepts and completely tailored visual aesthetics. These are essential for true market differentiation.
Okay. And while I respect the emphasis on that market narrative, my question is this. If that narrative platform collapses because of a logistical failure, or if it just completely overwhelms the budget, the experience becomes a net negative, right? My position is that the service transforms participation from a chaotic, high-cost endeavor into a strategic asset with predictable, manageable returns. The operational stability that you get from turnkey management is the core advantage here. We're talking about covering mission-critical complexities that most in-house marketing teams they're simply not equipped to handle.
But that's just the baseline.
Is it? This includes a rigorous transportation planning, secure equipment packaging, high-stakes shipping logistics, and most critically, it involves precise customs documentation management, especially for international events. This is not glamorous work, I get it. But if that paperwork is wrong, you could be facing shipment seizure, massive unexpected duties, or missing the show entirely, which can be a 7-figure penalty that derails a whole quarterly strategy. Financially, the stability is profound. You get predictable budgeting, reduced capital expenditure, and the ability to, leverage, rent, modify, and reuse stand components. This is what makes event participation cost-effective from multiple event appearances. From this perspective, modular stands are often the most strategically sound choice. They're highly adaptable and reusable, and they offer customization while maximizing financial flexibility and, just as importantly, demonstrating a verifiable commitment to sustainability.
Okay, let's dig into that. Because the merits of the stand types, that's where the philosophical disagreement really starts. You're championing the custom design stand as this essential vehicle for brand storytelling, and suggesting anything less is just homogenization. But I have to ask, for that 80% of companies we talked about, the vast majority, is the pursuit of maximum bespoke architectural customization really financially prudent?
Well, custom stands represent massive sunk costs. They are often disposable after one use, which is a huge financial drain and a real concern for corporate social responsibility today. Modular stands, on the other hand, offer customizable design elements, and we are not talking about generic pipe and drape here, while providing substantial, measurable financial flexibility. The adaptability of these components, being able to reconfigure them for different event footprints across different continents, ensures reduced waste, lower logistical costs, and crucially, lower overall financial overhead. This operational and fiscal benefit isn't some abstract market narrative. It's immediate, it's tangible, and you can see it on the balance sheet.
Okay, I definitely see why you think that. I get the logic, but let me offer maybe a different perspective on that trade-off. We are talking about highly competitive environments where just participating efficiently it's no longer enough to secure good leads. When you focus solely on operational flexibility, you risk falling into the trap of generic competence. If a competitor invests in true uniqueness, your efficient, modular stand, however fiscally responsible it is, just gets lost in the noise.
The goal isn't just event participation, it's market differentiation. And that requires fully personalized architectural concepts. Look at the largest, most influential companies at major conferences. They use massive island stands, freestanding 360-degree visibility structures. This scale and uniqueness are strategic investments. They are designed specifically to secure enhanced brand perception and audience interaction. They're non-negotiable strategic investments because they signal market dominance. If the investment in customization drives a 50% increase in lead quality, not just quantity, the whole cost analysis shifts entirely. You are investing in market scarcity.
But how do you quantify the ROI of a feeling or a perception? I mean, we can track the cost savings from consolidated customs management or the reduced capital expenditure from renting modular components. But measuring the specific financial gain from enhanced brand perception remains, well, elusive and subjective. This is why operational efficiency remains the foundational, reliable benefit. It delivers predictable returns on investment, and that allows finance teams to forecast with confidence.
The predictability you cherish is merely the foundation upon which success is built. You have to first secure the attention to deliver the message. Let's move our focus to point 2, assessing the true impact of technology and engagement strategies. To me, the professional services' real genius is its ability to create a magnetic brand ecosystem, and it does that primarily through cutting-edge technology and optimized spatial planning. This is the primary driver of engagement quality. This service provides advanced tools like interactive displays, touchscreen kiosks, the strategic layering of digital media. This isn't just about making the stand look good. It's about optimizing the booth layout for strategic traffic flow, making sure key demonstration areas get maximum visibility. Modern visibility is fundamentally about creating memorable, shareable experiences. This extends beyond the physical stand through advanced digital integration like real-time social media triggers, sophisticated CRM-linked lead capture tools, and digital handouts. The design expert basically turns a static meeting point into a dynamic, data-generating machine. The visual impact is simply the engine for strategic data collection.
That's a compelling argument about the power of technology. And sure, the best custom stands leverage these tools very effectively. But I'm sorry, but I just don't buy that the technology is the primary benefit. Let me tell you why. Operational stability is the absolute prerequisite for any meaningful engagement. The most technologically sophisticated AR demonstration is irrelevant if the power grid fails, if the specialized equipment didn't clear customs, or if the real-time technical troubleshooting that the vendor promised is lacking. Logistical failure negates creative success every single time. And so, logistics is the more foundational benefit. The true efficiency gain comes from the professional management ensuring compliance verification, that the stand adheres to the fire codes, weight restrictions, local union rules of the venue, and meticulous timeline coordination.
When professional services handle the shipping and assembly, my internal marketing and sales teams aren't distracted by trying to track crates or negotiate with the electrical contractor. They are free to focus 100% on leveraging the display, no matter how simple or complex it is, and most importantly, on engaging clients. The primary benefit is freeing up internal resources to actually generate the leads you're so focused on.
But you are describing failure mitigation, not value creation. We all agree that the lights must turn on, but the professional service is hired not just to prevent disasters, but to achieve a market advantage. If a sophisticated AR experience can communicate a complex technical product in 30 seconds and capture a high-quality lead that otherwise would have just walked by, that is exponentially more valuable than the time saved on customs forms. If the engagement is generic, the lead quality is poor, and the internal sales team's efforts are wasted regardless of how efficiently the stand was built. A functional stand is a fixed cost, an exceptional stand is a revenue driver.
The revenue-driving potential of a stand is moot if the operational risk is too high. Let's pivot slightly, as your focus on efficiency touches directly on financial control, which brings us to defining the strategic asset. I'd reassert that the most significant transformation offered by these services is financial and operational control. The service allows companies to, quote, transform traditionally expensive event participation into a more strategic, cost-effective approach. Think about it from the C-suite perspective. Professional management mitigates liability and provides verifiable, reliable data points on cost management. This includes the environmental advantages, reduced material waste, sustainable material selection, which align with modern corporate social responsibility objectives. This isn't a secondary point. It provides a powerful, measurable, strategic narrative about corporate ethics and efficiency that is entirely separate from the stand's immediate design aesthetics. A stand that is cost-effective, reusable, and sustainable is inherently a superior strategic asset than one that requires a massive one-time expenditure and ends up in a landfill.
That's a compelling argument, and the sustainability narrative is certainly important to modern governance. But have you considered that financial flexibility merely facilitates participation? It does not guarantee competitive success. A low-cost, smoothly executed modular stand that fails to attract the target audience is a failure of market positioning. It's efficient, yes, but it's strategically inert. The strategic market positioning is achieved through the visual communication that distinguishes the brand. The core deliverable of the professional designer is the creation of powerful visual narratives that are genuinely impossible to achieve without expert conceptual design, 3D visualization, and specialized fabrication. These high-impact visual elements are what break through the competitive din and attract the partners, the investors, or the high-value clients.
These visuals and resulting narrative are ultimately what drive the sales leads, which, when all is said and done, is the final and only true metric of a strategic asset. If the design isn't powerful enough to instantaneously communicate the brand's unique value proposition, then all the logistical efficiency in the world is moot. The greatest strategic benefit is the design's capacity to monopolize attention and articulate value irrespective of the initial cost per square foot. Operational efficiency is minimizing a cost. Strategic visibility is maximizing a revenue stream. They are fundamentally different levels of engagement with the market.
I would counter that the maximized revenue stream you describe is still predicated on an optimal cost structure. High-quality leads are excellent, but if the operational overhead of securing them is astronomically high due to managing logistics in-house or investing in single-use bespoke construction, the net profitability of the event shrinks dramatically. The true strategic asset is not the visual flair, but the ability to scale event participation reliably and repeatably across global markets without major budgetary variance. That operational agility is what allows the organization to focus on its core business, which is selling, not building.
Ultimately, my perspective remains that exhibition stand services are fundamentally about market presence and communication. They are the sophisticated tool for creating memorable, dynamic environments
that reinforce brand identity and ensure market differentiation in a very crowded field. The primary goal is captivating and engaging the target audience through strategic design, expert visual aesthetics, and technological integration. The visibility, the narrative, and the enhanced perception, those are the engines that drive the return on investment.
And to summarize my view, while strategic communication and visibility are certainly desirable outcomes, the essential, reliable, and foundational benefit of professional services is the masterful management of complexity. Turnkey solutions and adaptable stand types minimize logistical risk, optimize budgets, and crucially, free internal company resources to focus entirely on core objectives like networking and lead generation. This operational efficiency is what reliably transforms event participation from a chaotic, high-risk endeavor into a predictable, financially strategic investment.
It is clear that both strategic communication and operational efficiency are intertwined professional offerings. You simply cannot have one without the other functioning effectively.
The analysis confirms that effective exhibition stand services offer a truly holistic approach to brand representation, which is why experts are hired in the first place.
It emphasizes the value in deeply considering all facets of the service, from expert conceptual design that captures the imagination, to precise customs documentation that ensures arrival to maximize total event impact. We'll leave the listener to weigh which set of benefits ultimately drives the most success for their specific context, whether that context demands maximum visibility or maximum stability.